What's up, party people? Michael here, and I'm doing a little video here because I want to share a very important message about you doing something for yourself. The importance of you doing something for yourself. You know, I talk a lot about money. I'm a financial advisor and an investment consultant, and I do a lot of analysis for clients on their investments and their portfolios and their financial situation. I help people optimize their financial situation for their family so they can, do better for themselves and for the future, and take that vacation they always wanted, or buy that house they always wanted, or make those investments, or live freely, or whatever your financial goals are, whatever they may be, okay? So I'm doing this video here to tell you about an experience I had with a client recently where I did an analysis for this client on their situation. Now, this person is a gentleman who's just getting out of a divorce, who's been 2.5 years going through this divorce and is now going through, the final days of the settlement. He's going to get a lump sum check from their equity, from their home that they're selling, their marital home. And so this person has a good amount of chunk of change for them that's coming their way. And he wanted me to do an analysis on, what should he do with the money. So I said, okay, what are your goals? What do you want? And I did an analysis, put a plan together. And so we laid out a 10-step plan of all these different great things that he can do with this chunk of money and set himself up really well financially, right? And one of the things that I said he must do is I said he must do something for himself. I said, you've got to take at least $10K. Okay, he was getting multi six figures. And I said, you got to take at least $10K and do something for yourself. What are you going to do for yourself? And this is his homework assignment that I gave him. I said, you got to spend $10K on yourself. He's got 2 boys. He's going to do something for his boys. That's phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. That's amazing. But I said, what are you going to do for yourself? What are you going to do for yourself? You just went through 2.5 years of heck, lawyers, divorce, all this stuff, mediation, settlement, all this stuff. What are you going to do for yourself? And listen to this. This was a challenging exercise for him. And I bet you if you did this for you as well, this would be a challenging exercise for you. And here's the funny thing. What is it all for? Don't we work hard? Don't you work, 40 hours a week, 5 days a week? Some of you work 6 days a week. What's it all for, right? Yeah, it's for our families. Yeah, it's for our future. But some of it's got to be for us. So in this massive lump sum chunk of change he's going to get, I said, some of it's got to be for you. And this is an exercise in doing things for yourself. And this is a good exercise. It's a healthy exercise. And this is your homework. And you know what? He had a hard time. And I fully get why. I fully get it. Because here I am in Mexico, right? I'm living in Guanajuato right now, this beautiful little town. If you think it looks great now, wait till it gets even darker. It looks gorgeous. And there's all these, I'm in this mountain town, but it's down there is this downtown center. It's so beautiful. It's European style, hasn't been touched for the last 600 years since the Spanish were here. It's pristine, it's beautiful, it's an immaculate little town. It's so cool, European style, it's pristine. I did this for myself. I'm here for me. A lot of my friends don't even like this place. I love this place. I come back to this place because I love this place. I love this place because of how I feel, because of how it makes me feel. So we got to do things for ourselves. It's not a normal practice, especially if you're Italian like me, raised Italian. He's Italian too. Being raised Italian, you do things for others. You do everything for others. You do everything for other people. You don't do anything for yourself. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous and it's hilarious. But I gave him this exercise because I knew it would be important for him. I know he wants to invest for his family, his kids, his future, for himself and his well-being in the future. But what are you going to do for you now? What are you going to do for you now today? That's the challenge that I put out to you. And that's the challenge that I gave to him. And I understand why he had a hard time with this exercise, because I used to be selfless as well. Don't get me wrong, it's good to be selfless, right? But there are times when you got to be selfish. And if you've been going through a divorce and courts and lawyers and all this shenanigans and insanity for the last 2.5 years, you deserve to do something for yourself. If you're going to get a lump sum check of a large amount of money, what are you going to do for yourself with that money, right? You got to do something. So that's the challenge I give to you. What are you going to do for yourself? If you have financial goals, financial dreams you're working towards, what is something you're going to do for yourself? What are you actually going to do just for you? And I gave him some ideas. Go to a baseball game. Take a weekend away to Niagara just for yourself. Just wander. Buy season tickets to I don't know, the MLS soccer, they're cheap, right? Do something for yourself. Go splits on it with a friend, you know what I mean? Rent some Sea-Doos and go on Lake Ontario and just jet around for a day, you know what I mean? Just do something fun for yourself. We work so hard. We go through so much. We're literally working 50 years of our lives and 2 weeks vacation per year. Really? Really? Seriously? Really? Come on. We got to do things for ourselves. So if you're working hard for your financial goals, I commend you. but also do things for yourself. What are you going to do for yourself? And don't be afraid to dream. Dream big. Dream big. Have dreams. It's okay to have dreams. This was a dream of mine, living here in Mexico, living abroad, living as an expat, as a digital nomad. I'm doing it. I've been doing it for the last 10 months. And it was a dream of mine, and I took the leap and I did it, and I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad that I did. So I hope this video teaches you something, inspires you, allows you to do something. I dare you to grab a sheet of paper right now and ask yourself, if time and money were no object, what would I be, do, or have? All right? Do that exercise. It's an exercise I've done for myself over the years. It's been liberating. It's been a lot of fun. It's a fun exercise, all right? Hope you enjoy it. Good night and cheers. Live from Guanajuato, Mexico. Peace.